What's going on? I'm Marcus and you're at the channel of the Debt-Free Dad. In today's video, we are going to do an emergency fund and sinking fund update. I was actually supposed to be doing this every month, but I fell off. So I'm going to get on it right now to try to make sure that y'all are updated and up to speed. As always, if you're interested in following my debt-free journey and learning about finance, hey, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and hit the like button for this video so that this content can reach more people. Now, we're going to talk about, hey, where are we with the emergency fund? Where are we with the sinking fund? Now, the last time I did this update was essentially 2 months ago. And I wanted to get it out every month, but essentially what happens, and it's kind of my fault, but things come up so much that I be like, oh man, we're selling the house. I need to give them an update of that. Oh, an emergency popped up. I need to give them an update on that. It's always something. And so more things happen than I can actually put out content. And I know y'all not trying to see a video every single day. So I was a little delayed in getting this update out, but we're going to go ahead and get it out. We're going to cover a few sinking funds. We're going to cover the SSF fund. That's for all my grown folks out there who know what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about the vacation fund. We're going to talk about that Christmas holiday fund. And we're going to talk about the emergency fund. Hey, with the holiday fund, y'all can't let that holiday creep up on y'all. If you're in a position where you can adjust the budget to allocate some money to get prepared right now for the holiday, because we're about 6 months, less than 6 months away, it's going to be right around the corner. We can't let the holidays creep up on us because we know when it's coming. If it creeps up on us, it's because we just kind of didn't plan it out. I used to be that person, so if you aren't budgeting right now for the holiday season, we want to just avoid any potential credit card debt. So what we're going to do now is try to make sure what you should be doing if you can. Try to make sure that you can allocate some funds monthly. I don't care if it's $50, $25, anything that you can carve out in your budget for the holiday season, so when that time comes, you can get those gifts in cash. Or you could just do like me, anybody who over the age of 18, and if you had your graduation dinner, you ain't getting nothing. I only get kids stuff and parents. That's about it. And the wifey. That's it. If you ain't a kid, you ain't my parents, you ain't the wifey, you ain't getting nothing. So, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all watching, don't be expecting nothing under the tree. But I will tell you, my wife is pretty good. She gives her nieces and nephews something, and they walked across the stage. But as for me, hey, if it's up to me to get you something, when I had my graduation dinner for high school, that was when things fell off. And so, hey, I'm sorry, but not sorry. It is what it is. Now, let's jump right in and talk about the emergency fund, get the update so y'all can see where we at. Hey, let's dive into the discussion. It's been a few months, so we got to get up to speed on things. We're going to start with the most fun, well, not the most fun, but the most fun emergency fund, or the most fun sinking fund is my SSF Vacation sinking fund. That's at $300. I don't even know when I'm going to use it, but I'm going to just keep stashing something away till it's time to, hey, make a move, dump these kids off at grandma, break grandma off with a couple dollars so we can go out and have some grown folks fun. The next sinking fund that we're going to talk about is the vacation fund. The vacation fund really hasn't changed since 2 months ago, since the last time we did this video. Really because the vacation sinking fund, we don't contribute to it monthly. We only contribute to it during the points of the year where we have 3 paychecks. So we currently have $2,500 in the vacation sinking fund. I know we already made our deposit. The wife handles all that. I don't really ask the if, ands, or why. I just kind of, hey, what is it? When is it? Let's plan it out. And I show up with whatever I need to pack. That's pretty much where we at. But I know the deposit has been paid already. The money's total, the remaining balance isn't due until October, which works perfectly with how we planned it because October is the next month where we'll get 3 paychecks. So we'll actually use that 3rd paycheck to pay off that remaining balance so that in October, the vacation that we plan on taking to Hawaii in December will be completely paid for. Won't even have to worry about it. Alright, the next fund that we're going to talk about really quick, and before I even get started, is the Christmas fund. And hey, I know a lot of people may not be to the point in their journey, in their debt-free journey, of trying to get financial freedom or fire or whatever you want to call it. They can stack a lot of money away for sinking funds, but I think this is a good time just to remind people that hey, Christmas is right around the corner. So if you are in a position where you can start to set some money aside, now is a good time to do it. So that way in December it doesn't creep up on you and you scrambling trying to make something happen. So if you're in a position to free up some room within your budget to actually, set aside $50, $100 a month, whatever you can set aside, it'll go a long way because right now we're about 6 months out, and hey, we want to avoid using the credit card and going into debt for the holiday season. So with our Christmas fund, as everyone who's tuned into the channel already know, we essentially do $200 a month, and we have a special holiday account where hey, we deposit $200 a month every month. We don't get access; they don't release those funds until I think November 15th is when they release those funds, and so that's when we get those funds. Right now, we currently have $1,600 in that Christmas sinking fund. I will tell you, we never use the entire balance of the actual Christmas sinking fund. I mean, like, hey, our kids good, but they're not that good to need that much money to get what they want. Grandma get them something, grandpa get them something on both sides. So everybody always get them something. They have more than what they probably need. So most times we're in a position where we can actually take some of that money and either apply to another sinking fund or potentially put it in an emergency fund or just ball it up and throw it at the student loan. So we do have some options because we aren't going to completely use that entire thing on just Christmas gifts for people. The final sinking fund that we're going to talk about is our emergency fund. The last time I did this update, it was 2 months ago. So a lot has happened then. So let's just kind of recap where we were 2 months ago. The emergency fund balance was $4,493. Essentially, with our emergency fund, what we do is just allocate $500 a month. We keep putting $500 a month in. What our goal that we want to get up to is $20,000. Last time, again, we were at $4,400, $4,500 more or less. Now, that was 2 months ago. A lot has happened since then, so let's go ahead and do the update. And those of you who've been familiar with the channel, I talked about this. We talked about how things were allocated. But essentially what happened that put us in position to put more to the emergency fund, we were able to, I sold my truck. I did a video about that where I sold my truck. We had a month where we received a third paycheck, and we were able to put planned funds to the emergency fund, and we didn't spend as much as we thought we would spend during the kids' spring break, so we were able to put those monies as well to the emergency fund. We also got a tax refund between the last time we did this update and now. As all of you know, I'm scared crapless of the IRS because I owed them fools before and I don't want to go down that road. So we always get a sizable income. I actually did a video where I talked about how we kind of broke up the tax refund. And recently, hey, credit to the wifey, she actually got a performance bonus on a job that was unexpected. This literally like just happened, but she got a performance bonus on a job that was unexpected. So we have been able to make some significant progress with the emergency fund. Currently, our emergency fund balance is $11,120. Now, hey, we were lucky and blessed to be in a position where we can make this progress with the emergency fund while we still hit our target for paying off debt. Now, I will tell you that that emergency fund number will likely go down because, as many of you know, a few videos ago, I was sweating like a refugee in my video because the air conditioned to the third floor. We got 2 units in the house, and one controls the third floor, and that thing went out, and I was up here sweating like a slave. And when you don't have AC and you sweating like a slave, like being hot is like the worst. But in any event, I know that that'll change because tomorrow, or when you see this today, the AC repair guy is going to come out. I'll do a little video later during the mid-month where I talk about the figures related to that. But I already know that the emergency fund is going to decrease because I have to take care of the AC repair. I do have some general maintenance that I need to do on both my car and my wife's car. And I also have to pay for my bar dues. I'm licensed to practice law in a few jurisdictions. Every year around this time, I have to cut people some checks. So I already know that that emergency fund number is probably going to go down, but we still are meeting our minimum requirements for our monthly deposits for the emergency fund. But that's kind of where we are right now. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all take care, be blessed. Hey, check out the videos and hit this link right here in the middle so you can get subscribed to the channel. Y'all take care. Peace.